Good morning. It is actually Tuesday. Levi's still sleeping. It's like 9:30 now. We both like slept in way late. But yeah, you didn't miss much on yesterday. We're just gonna take the dog out real quick. Hey puppy. Oh, he's up. So we're gonna take the dog out first. She don't wet her pants. Come on, let's go outside. So you didn't miss much yesterday. Hold on a second, I'm going to show you something. So if you guys seen my Family Dollar clothing haul, then you know this is one of the shirts I got. And it actually shrunk up in the wash. So I was thinking about going back and getting the pink shirt I seen. Same shirt but in pink. But now I don't know. Because, I mean, granted, I think maybe it fits me a little bit better because before it was like really big up here and I had to be careful about bending over. I'd give everybody a show. But it was like way longer. Granted, when I wore them earlier, I had like some higher rise pants. These ones are pretty low. But yeah, raise my arms up and it just, I don't know. It's done some shrinking, which sucks. I mean, I still really like it and I feel like it fits me better up here. But just word to the wise, if anybody's seen that and wanted to go get one of these shirts, I'd suggest sizing up because this did shrink a little bit in the wash. Anyways, excuse my face looking all greasy. I just put on that Benefit sunscreen that I did a review on. The review went up yesterday. If you haven't seen the Benefit sunscreen lotion review, and if you haven't seen the Family Dollar haul, they'll both be linked down below. But that lotion, I love it once it dries, but when you first put it on, it looks kind of greasy. Anyways, you didn't miss much for yesterday. I didn't really do anything. Trying to remember. Donated plasma in the morning. That went fine. Then Levi took like an extra long nap. He slept. Normally he sleeps for like 2 hours. He slept for almost 4. And then, are we getting cloudy back here? No, it's blue skies. I don't know why it looks so gray in the camera, but it's blue skies. And then I worked on yard work. And I've actually, Sunday, I spent almost all Sunday doing yard work. I got out the weed eater and I weed eated everything. I'll show you guys. So I went ahead and did weed eating. I know it's hard to tell through here because we still have all this dirt on the sidewalk here. Which we kind of want to get rid of all this anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But right through here is so much cleaner because all this was like overgrown with like weeds and grass. And it just looks so bad. I miss this spot. I couldn't get to that. I was afraid I was going to fling rocks around if I used the weed eater there. So there's rocks up under there. So I just left that guy alone. But all of this just looks so much better than it did. The flower bed is weeded and cleaned out. My bush is still alive. It was like so overgrown. And all this, like I couldn't get to it by hand. So I need to get like the spade out and do it with the spade. And then down here, you can see all this is still overgrown. So I got all of that cleaned out. So that looks tons better. That was so bad. But now I have all of this that still needs to be done. So that's probably gonna be my project for this evening. But it's so hot out right now, like I'm not gonna do it now. I'll wait till the evening time and start working on it. But got all that done yesterday. Got all the weed eating done Sunday. All around the house, all around the fence. Dog's taking a crap. I'll not show that. All around the tree. It just looks tons better. Yeah, you definitely didn't miss much of anything. We'll sit here for a second. Yeah, you didn't miss much of anything yesterday. The biggest fiasco that happened, and it's still happening, I gotta get this figured out, is that I was supposed to get my third payout from YouTube. I made $118, which thank you guys so much. It's because of you guys that I'm making anything on YouTube. And it's so nice. Like, you guys, like, oh, it's such a blessing. There are so many times, like right now, when like just that extra $100 just helps us get through the week. And I don't get paid out all the time. I typically get paid out every, well, it's every payout gets closer together. So like the first one was like in January. Keep in mind, I've done YouTube for 3 years as of June. So January was my first payout of like $100. My second payout was in like May, I think, of about $100. They were all about $100. $112, $106, something like that. And so now I'm getting my next one, which is now July. So that's May. Got paid in May. So June, July. So that's 2 months out. And so I speculate my next one after this will be another 2 months out. So they're getting closer together, which is nice. I would love by the end of the year to be making $100 every month. That would be fantastic. But anyways, that's here nor there. I was supposed to get paid $118. it showed on Friday that it went to the bank. So on AdSense, Google AdSense, well, I can't this morning. So on Google AdSense, you gotta stay where I can see you. Molly, up here. On Google AdSense, it says that it got deposited into my bank account, and it shows the last like couple of digits of my account, and it matches up. But it is not showing up in my account, and we can't figure out what's going on. I went to the bank yesterday to ask them about it. They seemed like, so I had like 3 things I needed to have handled, and I think they were understaffed or something, and there was quite a bit of a line, and so I got 2 things done. The first one was like a deposit into my account, and after that the lady was like, okay, thanks, bye. And I was like, I have like another thing I have to do, which was deposit money into Levi's account because he got money for his birthday. And after that she did the same thing. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna leave. Maybe give it another day. But on like I said, Friday, AdSense said that the money got deposited, and we thought, well, maybe, you know, it's a Friday, maybe it went in late, maybe that's why it's not showing up. Mike was like, you know, typically when things come into this account, like if it's around the weekend time, it just takes a little bit. Maybe that's why. We'll give it till Monday. Monday, which was yesterday, came around, never showed up. I went up to the bank, went through all that, and I thought, okay, well, maybe we'll just give it one more day and see. I'll just go back home, double check everything on AdSense. AdSense still says it pays me, but it is not in the account. So today I have to go back up there, but I think I'm going to go to the other bank because I feel like every time I go to the bank near me, like, I don't know, they're just, I'm not liking it very well. So the customer service lacks a little bit. So I think I'm going to run over to the bank on the other side of town because typically they have better customer service, and go over there and ask them about it. Because it's hard to like stand in line for 5 minutes when you're holding a baby, and like nobody greeted anybody coming in, nobody said anything to anybody. There was a lady there like at the tellers or whatever doing stuff, looking at people as they came in, and didn't say anything. And I get like the 2 people back there were busy because there's 2 people back there. One lady was in the back doing something, and one lady was like at the front of the tellers and stuff doing stuff. But like, at least look at people and say, hi, welcome to the bank, and you know, it's gonna be a minute, you know, say something. Don't just look at people and go back to what you're doing. Like, that's just kind of rude and lets people not know what's going on, you know. So I don't know, but yeah, we got to figure out where that money went because it's not in our bank account. So I'm gonna go send an email to AdSense or figure out customer service for AdSense and be like, hey, you know, this money's not showing up in my account, like what do I need to do? And then I'm also gonna go up, hey, you know, this says it got paid in my account, where is it? So I have to get that figured out because like we literally have $40 left in our bank account, and that's because my mom just came by yesterday. Mother's intuition. My mom came by yesterday and was like, I had a feeling you needed money. I was like, oh, okay. And like, I hate to say it like this. I hate to say that we have no money because we are donating plasma, and so we do have money on our accounts for plasma donations. We both have a couple $100s. I have about 300, and Mike has probably 100, or well, he'd probably be close to 200 now. But I'm really working hard to try to save that up so I can pay in and call off those last 2 debts. And I really hate to get into that if I don't have to. So like, we have, you know, gas in the cars, and like now we have $40 in the account because my mom came over and was like, hey, I thought you might need some money. And I explained it to her, and I was like, you know, we'll be okay for the week. Like, we don't have a lot. Like, we don't have a lot we need. You know, we just won't really go anywhere. And she's like, no, take the money. You need it. So she gave us $40 to put in the account. But like, we were really expecting this $100 to show up from AdSense because it was supposed to. So there's that. So I gotta go get that figured out. Levi was waking up as we were coming outside to take the dog out, so I need to go get him up. So I'll talk to you guys a little later on today. Guys, I'm so excited! My fish had more babies! This is the second batch, assuming it's the fish that I think had it. And now I definitely have to get the bigger tank set up. Some of you might remember that I found a 20-gallon out in the back alley. And it's a good condition, but it needs a hood, which I have not gotten yet because at the time I had 4 fish in the tank. I had the 2 originals that I bought, and then they had 2 babies, which I thought I got 2 females. So either one of the females was pregnant when I got it, or one of the females was actually a male because they're guppies. But I just looked at the tank this morning, and there's like a whole bunch of little babies. I don't know how many. but there's definitely more than 2. And they're in a 10-gallon, so they need to get moved over to the 20 as soon as possible. And I'm just gonna have to do the whole, like, you know, I forget what the term is, I just lost it. Pretty much, the babies are gonna have to stay in here with adults, and we'll see if they live or not, is kind of what we're gonna have to do. But I'll show you the babies, I'm excited. Survival of the fittest, that's what it is. That's what we're gonna have to do, because I really don't want to have 2 fish tanks set up. I just want to have, you know, the 20-gallon set up in here and call it a day. And I guess if we keep having babies, then I'll just have to find somebody to give the fish to. But yeah, turn around and show them to you guys. Can you see the babies? Oh my goodness. Let me see. We've got, there's a big old snail, right? And it's not really big. It's pretty tiny. That's a snail hanging on. But back in here, do you see all of them? It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one over here. That makes 8. I don't think you can see him on camera. There's one on the way back. So there's at least 9. And then there could always be more in this batch of Java moss. I really don't know. And then, of course, I've got all my snails. You can see, like, all these little things, the little tiny pebbles. They're snails. I had an explosion of snails, which I don't mind the snails. They pretty much hide during the day. I think a lot of these are dead snails, so I need to go through and dig all the shells out. But, like, that's a live one right there. I've got my 2 freshwater clams. There's one here and one here. They've done really well. I'm really pleased with those guys. My moss wall I tried to create was a big old flop. It didn't do anything. But you can see those 2 back there, there's 3 of them. The one the very far back, the biggest one, I think is a male. He was one of the very first ones I bought, and I think he was just a juvenile male. And then those 2 in the front are his offspring. And then I have another one the same size that the male is back there. Unless that's the female, I really don't know. I thought they were both females when I bought them. They're both in a female tank. Clearly somebody, oh, you can see her, she's way up there at the top. I'm pretty sure that's Big Mama. So, and I love the male, their baby they had together. Can you see the colors on him? I'm not sure how well they're showing up on camera. He's kind of turned towards us, but he has some really pretty bright blues. I don't think they're showing up. I love him. I think he's really pretty. But those are the fish I started with, and now I've got babies everywhere. So, yeah, I've got to get a bigger tank set up. Well, that's just an overview right there of the whole thing. Definitely need to add some more water in. I go and buy distilled water from Walmart for like 88 cents, and I just fill it up. So, I'm gonna have to go do that on payday. That is my fish tank and all the new babies. So I just finally got the AdSense thing figured out, which is good. Turns out that the payment won't be finalized until the 21st, so I won't get paid from YouTube until Friday, which is fine. Just thought I was gonna get the money sooner, but yeah, their whole thing is kind of confusing how they work, but it is what it is, and at least now I know. But I had to get on Google AdSense through my phone because I kept getting kicked off on my computer, and we had to get a new modem through AT&T, and I've had nothing but issues with it. Like, it's fine on mobile. I haven't had a single problem with it for mobile, but getting on my computer with it, like, it kicks me off. It tells me I have limited access to the internet. I have to get off the internet, get back on the internet. It's a giant pain in the butt. But now that we know money should hit the bank on Friday, makes you feel a lot better, because it's kind of like, you know, when you think you have your money just like floating around out in space, and you're like, where is it? What is going on? Kind of nerve-wracking. So at least I got that figured out. It'll be here on Friday. I'm tired. Not really, but kind of. My upper body hurts from digging all that crap out from the front of the yard. Don't wait 2 years to weed whack. Just saying. I've been wanting like the walkways and stuff like that edged since we moved in, but I didn't realize a weed whacker would do that for me, and so I bought a handheld edger, and let me tell you what, those things are a lot of work for a very little payoff. I don't recommend a handheld edger. Like, I know there's ones you can get that are like motorized. That would probably be the way to go. yeah, so I tried edging one of the walkways when we first moved in with the handheld one, and holy shit, it took me all day, and I got like very little done. So I never used it again. But I decided to get out the weed whacker because we had some places that the grass was tall that we weren't able to like get into with the mower, because we like had some bald spots in the yard, and so we replanted them, and like we just can't really get to mow them because of where they're at. So I got the weed whacker out to do that, and then I realized how well it worked, and I was like, I'll try this around the edges, and then it like cleaned up the edges around the walkways the way I've been wanting for the last 2 years. And I was like, I guess that's how that's done. So you live and you learn, but at least it's done. The yard is looking nice. I should be able to finish up the out front part hopefully tonight. Should be able to get that all done. So I'm just gonna work on cleaning things up in here. I've got like a load of stuff in the car that needs to go to Goodwill. I've been working on cleaning out the basement. The basement is starting to look a little bit better. I got some of the bigger things out of it. Not really, not the bigger things, but we got some junk out of the basement. It's been sitting around for a minute. Levi got me good. Oh, jeez. Jeez, child. I've been trying to break him from scratching, but it's not working. My sister-in-law told me that with her son, the doctor said that every time he scratches to put him down because normally he wants to be held. So I tried that with Levi, and he's like, peace out. Crawled away. I'm like, okay. That didn't fix the problem. So yesterday I was at the bank, and he scratched me, and I just turned him around so he wasn't facing me. And I mean, he wasn't able to scratch me after that. I don't know if that got the point across. I've also tried pulling his hand away and saying no. He just laughs at me. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. So if you guys have any suggestions for how to break him from like clawing me, like he'll try to hit me and scratch me. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down below, because I don't know. I don't know what more to do. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's what's going on today. I'm just gonna work on cleaning up around here a little bit. So I guess I'll talk to you guys a little bit later on. So I just had a package show up in the mail from Scentsy. My cousin started selling Scentsy, and she lives over in Texas. And my aunt, her mom, had a Scentsy party a few weeks back. If you guys have been watching me, then you remember when she came and stayed with us. Time when I had my anxiety attack. But I ended up ordering for my aunt's party. And then my cousin needed me to ship her something because there was something. I'm going to go get a better something to cut with. Yeah, these little facial scissors were not doing the job. So anyways, I ordered something with my aunt when she was up here visiting, and just gave her the money to take back, because if you ordered during her party, then you didn't have to pay shipping, which sounds fantastic to me, because I think like the Scentsy's are like $5 for one wax cube, but then it's like $8 to ship it. And when shipping is more expensive than the item I'm buying, typically I don't buy it. So I went ahead and bought one wax cube, and then, because I've never tried it before, and honestly I normally get my wax cubes from Walmart for like 98 cents. So I wanted to try it, but I was like, $5 for wax cubes is a little salty when I can get them for like 98 cents, you know? So, anyways, plus I'd have to pay for shipping. So it makes it $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, $13 for a pack of wax cubes. That's a lot of money for something I'm going to use up in like a week. Anyways, I ordered something from my cousin, and then, oh, she's doing some extra stuff. Sweet. What is that? I don't know. Oh, that might be my mom's. Because my mom ordered a couple things too, and they just all got put in the same package. So, yeah, my cousin, part of her inheritance, as y'all know, I inherit pretty much, I've never really gotten into detail of explaining everything, but if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I more or less inherited my grandmother's house. Technically, I don't own it yet. She's still alive. She's in the nursing home. The process of everything is that my dad will inherit the house when grandma passes away, and then he's going to give us the house. It's pretty much how it's going to work. I just say I inherited it because it's just so much easier to say that. But my cousin's inheritance was grandma's computer. She had one of those Mac computers. And grandma wanted it when she went into the nursing home. She wanted the computer, even though she like couldn't figure out how to use it anymore. We'd go in there and try to show her, this is how you use the computer. It's all set up for you. Like, it just wasn't clicking anymore. But she had it with her in the nursing home. Well, now she's been moved to the Alzheimer's ward. That's happened a few months ago. We went ahead and took the computer out because she doesn't it's just taking up space. She doesn't have a clue how to use it. She probably doesn't even register that it's there. Probably doesn't even realize it's gone at this point. But when my aunt came up to visit, she took the computer back down to Texas for my cousin. Well, she needed, there's like a CD-ROM that comes with the computer to help you get it set up. And my aunt forgot to ask about it when she was up here. We completely spaced it. It's been sitting in the dresser drawer. So I shipped it to my cousin. And my cousin said to say thank you. She wanted to send me an extra something with my order. So she said she's sending me an extra set of wax cubes. I was like, oh, you don't got to worry about that. Like, it was only like $1 to ship it. It's not a big deal. But she insisted and said she was going to include something extra. So let's see what that is. So I think these are mine. And then this is like a cooling pack, which is not cool anymore. But the good thing about this is that, or getting this freezer pack, is that I'm so cheap, guys. I tell you what, like, I don't spend money on things. I do, but there's certain things I want to spend my money on, and like freezer packs are not one of them. And so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Sherry's Berries, but it's like chocolate covered strawberries, and they're amazing. And when Mike and I first got together, we would send them to each other on like Valentine's Days, back when I had a job and like we could afford that stuff. So I would keep the freezer packs. Well, my last freezer pack from Sherry's Berry broke and like oozed slimy stuff everywhere. And that's kind of what happens after with these kind of freezer packs. After a while, they just get old and they rip and they fall apart. But I will be putting this in the freezer and using it. What is that? That's weird. I think it's just to keep it from, in case it did pop, keep it from getting gross. But I was needing a new freezer pack, so we'll keep hold of that. And that's kind of a good idea to keep it like this. So I might just leave it in the baggie and put it in the freezer as so. That works out, in my opinion. So now I don't go buy a freezer pack for Mike's lunches. What he's been taking right now is like, we've got like this tiny little freezer pack. Like, it was one grandma had, and I don't even know what the point of it is, because it's literally like probably the size of this charging brick. It was so tiny. Like, what's it gonna do? And so I was coupling that with 2 other freezer packs that we had, but they're the kind that you use when like you sprain your ankle and you need to put ice on it. So they weren't very big either. So this will be good for Mike's lunches. Thank you to my cousin. So I'm guessing these are Mom's air fresheners. Sweet cucumber. I bet that smells really good. So these are the scents that I got. That's what the packaging looks like. It's really cute. And if you guys are interested in Sensei and have been wanting a Sensei consultant, I'll leave a link to my cousin's Sensei page down below so you guys can go shop there. So the one that I bought was apple s'mores. Oh, that smells good. I'm excited for that. It definitely smells like apples, but it also kind of smells like a campfire. It's kind of interesting. I thought there'd be like more of a marshmallowy smell to it, but I like it. It's mostly apple. Let me see if there's like a list in here. No, it's just warnings. Keep out of reach of children, blah blah. So oh, that smells so good. And so that's how many wax cubes you get. So 2, 6, 7, 8 wax cubes. And then this one is Crisp Orchard Air, which is the one that she sent me to say thank you. And that smells really good too. I love anything apple scented. So when she asked me what I wanted, I was like, you know, you don't really have to. She's like, no, I insist. And I was like, anything apple. Anything apple scented. So we'll see how well these work. If they like last longer, because the Walmart ones, I get like a 1 to 2 day use out of in my wax cube for as far as like the smell of the wax. And then I have to add another cube. So if these ones last longer than that, I might want to buy some more, or maybe I'll look into hosting a party or something like that to see if I can get free shipping if I host a party. That'd be the way to do it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about these, and I just wanted to show them to you really quickly. So that's that. I'm getting ready to start filming. Levi just went down for a nap, so I'm getting ready to start filming a video for I didn't know that made all that noise by pushing that dog. I didn't realize the dog moved. And so I just touched it and it went off. So anyways, yeah, I'm getting ready to film a closet clean out. So I've got all the clothes set aside from what I'm going to get rid of. The last closet clean out I did, you guys seem to really enjoy it. So I'm going to film another one of those. But I just want to do a little unboxing for you of the Sensei. So thank you to my cousin. and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later on. Hey guys, I don't think I filmed at all today. Today's Wednesday. Man, Levi has gotten me good. Here, look at all that. All that is, that's a mole. But all this is from him scratching me. My goodness. I need to break him from this. Like, I don't know what more to do. I've tried slapping his hands. He laughed at me. I tried pulling his hands away and telling him no. He laughs at me. I put him on the floor and he just crawls away. Like, he don't care. Like, nothing is registering in his mind that, like, this is bad, don't do it. And I was talking to the people at the library today when we went to story time, and they were like, oh, and all that is clean dishes in the drainer over here. They're all clean. Don't worry. I know I'm disgusting, but I try to keep the dishes done. And then this bread right here, it's just the heels, so I'm going to throw it in the yard for the birds and the squirrel. Got a big old squirrel that lives in our tree. Anyways, yeah, I was talking to people at the library, and they're like, oh, it's a phase, he'll grow out of it. And I'm like, I know that he will, but, like, I would like him to grow out of it a little bit faster. Anyways, I'm about to wake him up so we can go to the library, because we were meeting Keisha. There, I need to take out my eyebrow ring. We were meeting Keisha there with her kids. My cousin Chelsea was going to come with us, but her daughter is not feeling the best today, so they're not gonna come. Excuse me while I take my nose ring out. Looks like I'm picking my nose. So they're not coming. And it looks like I've just scored myself a babysitting gig, so that's good. I will start watching her on Friday. I don't for sure know the schedule yet, but her mom said it's okay if she's on camera, so I won't put her on camera a ton, just like I don't put Levi on camera a ton. But you guys will see her every now and then. Her name's Aspen, and hopefully this works out well, because it'd give Levi a playmate, and of course bring in a little extra money for us, which would be nice. Yeah. I don't know. This is kind of what's going on. There's not a whole lot going on right now. Let's go wake Levi up from his nap. Hi, Nugget. You gonna wake up? Hi. Can Mommy put the lights on? Is that okay? Hi, baby. Do you want to go swimming? Hi, Nugget. Did you have a good nap? Yeah, you had a good nap? Do you want to go swimming? You go see your cousins at the pool? You do? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Okay, let's get ready to get our swimsuits on. Okay? You're silly. He's learning how to bounce in his bed. You bouncy boy? You a bouncy boy? Yeah. You're so sweet. What are you doing? What are you doing in there? How'd you get in there?
Everyone takes it in turns.
Are you having fun?
You know what a slide is, Peppa? I used to play on one myself.
Is it fun in there?
Did we have swings too in the olden days?
Oh, we had swings and climbing frames and roundabouts. But my favorite was the slide.
It is my favorite too. Whee!
Everyone takes it in turns to have a go on the slide.
Naughty Richard. You know you have to wait your turn.
Richard Rabbit finds it hard to wait his turn.
Oh dear, it's not easy being small, is it, Richard? Because Richard is little, I don't think you should have to wait.
I wouldn't change the rules if I were you, Grandpa.
Nonsense! The children don't you?
You're silly.
George's little and he has his turn.
How are you gonna get out of there?
George is little. So
I want to see you get out.
Yeah, Richard.
Hi. Hi. You're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Are you standing? Oh my goodness. Is that bright light? You got a toy. You got a noisemaker. Oh my goodness. You got a noisemaker. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? You being silly. You being silly. What baby? Oh my goodness. Oh, does it taste good? Is it yummy? Is that bright light? Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Are you standing? Look at you standing up. Hey guys, thought I would do a quick little update because I don't know that I vlogged any at all yesterday. Not that anything was really going on, so you didn't really miss anything. But I'm at the plasma center now. I have to make a donation this morning. And yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and talk to you guys. It is Friday now, and my paycheck from YouTube has not hit the bank yet. So I'm going to donate and then have Mike check our bank account one more time just because it is still early. It's only 10 o'clock. And if it hasn't hit by the time I'm done with my plasma donation, then I'm going to stop at the bank on my way back home and be like, hey, what's going on? Because on AdSense end, it says it's been deposited. I don't know. The whole thing is confusing because, like, to look at it, it says it's deposited, but then I got to looking at it more and it says it goes in on the 21st, which is today is the 21st. So I'm like, I don't really know what's going on. But it should be there. So we're going to go get that figured out today, hopefully. As for my finger, I'm sure you guys are noticing because I'm, like, playing with my hair here. Mike and I got into a tickle fight this morning, and my fingernail ripped. And not like a little rip. Like, I've had my fingernails break before, but I've never had it this bad. Like, I'll show you on the other pinky. Okay, so this pinky nail, the nail's not as long, which is why that one broke off, because I had quite a long nail on it and got caught in Mike's shirt while he was doing, I don't know if it was his shirt or like his arm or like, I don't even know how it got broke. But I was like sitting at my vanity doing my makeup, and I asked him to come in and help me with my earrings because I haven't worn earrings down here in a long time. And these ones are kind of finicky, like getting them in because I would take them out and show you, but again, they're hard to get in. They don't like clip like normal, like they have to slide inside of the back of these. It's like they're like a hollow tube, and so the like post slips inside the inside of the earring itself. Girls are going to understand what I'm talking about. Guys out there, it's going to be hit or miss. I'm sorry. But sometimes they're hard to get in. So I asked him to come in and help me with my earrings if he could, slide them in the holes. And that could be a really dirty joke. I asked him to come in and help me with that. And I'm trying to put the earrings on. Of course, I have my arms up doing this. And so instead of just waiting patiently to help me, he starts sticking his fingers in my armpits and tickling me under my neck. And then he grabs me around the waist and pulls me off the stool I'm sitting on, which the stool at my vanity is like a footstool. So it's not off the ground very far. I don't have very far waist fall. Like, I don't know, 3 inches, 4 inches maybe. It's not a very big, well, it's bigger than that, but it's not like a very big footstool. So he pulls me off of there and he's like tickling my stomach, and I'm trying to fend him off, and like I don't know how it happened, but somehow my fingernail got snagged on something and it ripped almost completely off. There's a clean cut line. Oh, how well can I show you guys this? Okay. So there's a clean cut line all the way across my nail, and it's down past the skin, like probably to here on obviously the other nail. And that's clear past where the skin starts. And so it's like bleeding, and I don't know how it didn't rip completely off because it's cracked on both sides. One side it's cracked like almost all the way across, and there's a small spot where it's still hanging on, and then it's cracked on the other side. Which means I am going to have to just rip it off myself, which is gonna freaking hurt. But like, I can't live with a broken nail forever. I've had them break before. I've had them break where like they're close to the skin and they hurt a little bit, but I've never had them actually bleed. Fuck was that? I've never actually had them bleed before, and this is like bleeding. So It really hurts. And then he felt really bad. Anytime he does anything that hurts me, he feels really bad. And then he's all like really sad and hugging me. And it's like, why can't you just be nice to begin with and just hug me like this? Why do you have to injure me first? But yeah, we got into a tickle fight that led to a casualty. Something is like making noises in here. But I'm going to go ahead and go donate, and then we'll see where we go from there. I'm not watching Aspen today. They had a family member pass away yesterday. So I will start watching her next Friday. But yeah, so she's not coming over. I feel like we had something we had to go do. Mike was talking about we need to go do some running around or something, but I think all of our bills are paid that we pay in person. I think the only things we have is the car and the cell phone and his student loans, and those all get paid online. So he should get those taken care of while I'm doing this. And then I want to go to Wabash today to the pet store. They have like a JK Mega Pets, and they get a lot of like used pet equipment up there, and I want to go see if I can find a used hood for my fish tank, because I need to set up the 20-gallon because now we have all those baby fry in there. Oh, that's the one thing I did yesterday, was I loaded up not all of, but like half of the baby fry, and then my juvenile female and my adult female, and I took them to the library because they didn't have any fish in their fish tank. So took those all up there. So it'll be kind of neat to get to watch them grow there at the library. I mean, assuming they acclimate them correctly and they do well in the fish tank, I don't see why they wouldn't. The only one I'd be a little worried about would be the adult female, because she is an older fish and she seemed really stressed out by me netting her, because the way I clean my tank, like I don't know if it's called a siphon or what it is, but like I siphon out like half the water and then put in fresh distilled water, so I never like net my fish. They never really come out of the tank, very rarely, and she seemed really stressed out by me taking her out of the tank. So I was a little bit worried about her getting taken out and the transport and now getting acclimated to a new tank. And I've had her since January, and she was probably, I would guess, a 4-month-old fish when I got her, because she's about the size as my juvenile guppies that I currently, well, my nose is so itchy, I'm sorry. Their first clutch of fry, they only had 2. They had a male and a female, and they're both about 4 months old, sorry. So she, when I got her, was about the size of the juvenile female and male now, and they're like 4-ish months old. So my guess is that she's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a good year old for a fish. And I don't know how long fish live, but a year is pretty decent in my opinion for a guppy. But yeah, I took them up to the library. I think the fry will do fine. The fry and the juvenile female, I think they'll do fine. I don't know about Big Mama, but I needed to do something, because I don't want to have a bunch of inbred fish in my tank. So I kept my juvenile male, my adult male, and then half the fry. And I'm going to set up a 20-gallon tank, and I'd like to get a few more guppies to have a few more, you know, critters in the gene pool, so it's not like all inbred. I'm rambling. I need to head inside because it's probably about time for my donation. Heading towards the back, I think.
And another.
Did you like that, piggy? So we just finished up at the pet store. I got 5 guppies, I think for like $1.99. Is that what that was? $2.99 divided by half. I don't know. It was $2.99 for a dozen feeder guppies, and I only got 5, so they just charged me half price. So that's pretty awesome. And then I also got a hood for the 20-gallon tank, and I only had to pay $10 for it. So that's not bad considering a brand new one was going to be like 40 bucks. So for like $12, I got 5 more fish and a hood, which is kind of weird. You know, some of you are out there kind of like, why'd you get rid of like half of your fry to go buy new fish? And that's just because I needed new jeans in the gene pool, I guess. I didn't want all of them fried to be like mating with each other, because then you end up with a bunch of fucked up looking fish. So got some of these fried. That being said, these I didn't get fried, I got fish. But that being said, these ones are the feeder guppies. They're kind of your rejects from the pretty fancy guppies, and they're rejects because their fins aren't big enough, the coloring isn't right to be considered a certain breed, or they may be inbred and have defects like a hunched spine, things like that. But if you put them back in with like a new gene pool, you start getting like your fancy guppies. And that's exactly what I thought happened, and that's what I asked the guy. I was like, what's the difference? Because like from everything I've read online, that's what's going on. But I asked the clerk there at the pet store, and he pretty much confirmed what I already knew, is that they're rejects because they don't fit the mold. But I still think they're really pretty, so I think they'll work out. But yeah, we're gonna head on home and get these guys set up, and then I think we're gonna go out to eat. You wanna say hi? He doesn't feel like being on camera. Levi's in his frontward facing seat. We would have done him backward facing, but it just wasn't gonna work out with us fitting up here. There wasn't enough leg room, so he had to be frontward facing. But he's in the middle, which is the safest place to be. And he looks so sweet. You silly boy. Good morning, internet friends. It is now Saturday. Mike is working. He has to work a 6-hour shift today, so he should be done by like 2-ish. And then he has to go donate plasma, so we probably won't see him a ton today. I mean, granted, he's working at home, but he's pretty much in the office all day. So this morning, we spent like probably a good 10 minutes hunting for my wedding ring and engagement ring because I could not find it. And I was freaking out, and we were looking all over the house. And then I bent down to get Levi, and I realized it was on my finger the entire time. So I'm an idiot, and that happened. But now we're gonna head to Walmart and get some distilled water so I can set up the 20-gallon tank. That's just how I like to do it. I mean, you don't have to use distilled water for setting up a tank. If I was setting up a much bigger tank, I would definitely just use tap water, because like 88 cents a gallon, if you're doing like a 50-gallon tank, that's almost $50 you have to buy in water. So if it was something like that, it would be much more economical just to set up the tank with tap water, put your dechlorinator and all your stuff in it that like fixes the water, and let it set for 24 to 48 hours. That way all the chemicals and stuff in the water would be out of it. But since I'm doing such a small tank, it's only a 20-gallon. I already have a 10-gallon set up, so all the water from the 10-gallon is going to go into the 20-gallon. I only really got to spend like 10 bucks in water to set the tank up, and then to keep it full, like every couple of months, I'll just go buy another gallon of distilled water and pour it in just to top it off, you know. So that's just my preferred method with having such a small tank. You don't have to do it like that, but I just think it's easier, and I find that I have better success with my fish since I started doing that than just using tap water. Speaking of, all of the fish made it through the night. Yesterday evening I was looking in there, and one of them did not look too good. He kept like folding his fins in and was like kind of curling his body, and I was like, I bet you die by morning. But he's alive and swimming and looks really healthy this morning, so I don't know what was going on yesterday, because he looked healthy in the fish store, and then when I brought him home, he looked really healthy and was swimming all over the tank and like fine, like all of them are swimming all over the tank and looked really happy. And then yesterday evening when I went to go turn off the lights on the fish tank, he was like curling, and it was like, you don't look good. But this morning, like, he's back swimming all over the tank and looks fine, so maybe he's fine. All the others have seemed healthy and fine this entire time. I haven't had any problems. So, and guppies are typically pretty hardy fish. They're pretty good to, you know, to keep. So, really. And I mean, and I did acclimate them correctly, so, you know, there's really no reason that he would die. But I feel like yesterday when she got him out of the tank, though, was kind of stressful for him, because like, he seriously did not want to get in the net, and so he was like trying to swim away from her so hard, and he was like swimming into the tank glass, swimming into the rocks. I felt really bad for him. At one point I was almost like, you know, don't worry about it, but then like she got him like right when I was about to say, you know, we can leave him alone, because I'd never seen a fish stressed that bad and like slam themselves into everything in the tank. And they had like big pebbles, big rocks in the bottom of their tank, and he was just like slamming himself into them, trying to get between them to get away from the net. So I felt really bad for him, but lucky for him, I never net my fish. I say that, but when I go set up the 20 gallon, I'm gonna have to net all of them to put them into the 20 gallon, but per usual, typically I don't net them. I just siphon out the water to clean the tank and then add fresh water, and that's it. So anyways, we're gonna head to the store. It looks like it's gonna rain. I really hope it doesn't. It rained so hard last night, and it must have rained just at the right time, because the fish, the 20 gallon has been sitting in my backyard, for probably 6 weeks now, just like filling up with rainwater, which good thing, like it holds water. I found that staying in the back alley for anyone who doesn't know. So it's just kind of been filling up with water. Yeah, it's starting to sprinkle already. Anyways, I've been filling it up with, it's just been filling with rainwater. And yesterday evening I went and put the siphon in it and got it going so it would be cleared out by morning, and then it started pouring rain. But it must have happened just in the nick of time with getting the siphon in, because I think it just siphoned all the water out all night, because there's only like a little bit left, like maybe an inch of water in the bottom where the siphon can't get to it. So it should be easy to pick up and dump. But if it pours, I'm gonna have to siphon it again. So I don't know, like I should have probably done all that this morning, but it's just so hot and muggy and I just wasn't in a big hurry. But now I'm wishing I would have done it first. Oh well, we're gonna head to Walmart and get all this taken care of.
Nana gets you. Yeah, I get my boy. I get my boy. Wee. Boo. 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 I get you. Boo.
You riding a pony? She doing your pictures? Pony ride! You gotta smile. Oh my goodness, look at you. Oh, it's all done. We're done. Was it fun? Banjo's playing Roadblock this morning. Oh, you're gonna move this time? First few times I poked him and he just laid there. What are you doing, baby? What are you fussing for? Are you thirsty? You want some juice? Yeah? You thirsty? Really? Is that how that happened? I think you're losing your shoe. Yeah. Yeah. A shoe's coming off. I see it. Got some juice? So it is a Monday. I didn't vlog any yesterday because my phone ran out of memory. So, or storage, or whatever you want to call it. So didn't get any vlogging done. I'm trying to switch him over to Sippies. So we picked up a pack over the weekend. So where's the lid for that? Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna try, and he's been doing pretty good with it. He's had a Sippy for a while that he's done okay with. We just like don't give it to him a ton because the other one we had kind of spilled. This one spills a little bit too. I don't get why Sippies spill. They're not supposed to spill. But if you can see, it kind of has like this hole here at the top for like ventilation or something. I don't know. This one doesn't look like an actual, yeah, maybe it is. It's a hole. I don't know why they put those holes on these cups. This one has it too, but it has it in two places there. And so it leaked extra, and this was like his first Sippy. So, I don't know why they do that, but whatever. I'm gonna put you down for a sec. Sorry about that. The lids for these are really hard to get on. And it's weird because it came in a pack of 3. So you would think between these 3, this one looks just like his old Sippy, but it's a new Sippy. you would think between these 3 sippies that they could be interchangeable lids. And they're not. Like, they have to go back on, or at least I'm not able to switch them out. Like, I tried because I thought, okay, I'll put the blue lid with the blue sippy and the green lid with the green sippy because I don't like mixing and matching. I tried doing that and I couldn't get the lids on. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just like struggling, but I wasn't able to switch lids. So, if you're thinking about buying the Nubby brand sippies, keep that in mind because I don't think they're interchangeable. I hate this baby gate. Get the fuck out of here. It falls over all the freaking time. Wanna sit down and have some juice? You wanna sit down? You thirsty? Do you need me to sit you down? Yeah, I need to sit him down. I just remembered I had the baby gate up because I wanted to keep the dog in the kitchen because we're going to have to leave here soon. It was really hard to get her back into the kitchen because she's figured out that means we're leaving. Oh well. Oh, and I'm really glad. I don't know why he's crying. He's like trying to drink a sippy, but instead of laying on his back, like I put him on his back so he could drink it, he tries to roll on his belly and try to drink it that way, and it doesn't work. So now he's getting mad. He's gonna have to figure it out on his own, I guess. But anyways, I'm really glad that I took the fish to the library that I took there because I have 15 fry in the tank, and I thought at the time I took the fry up there, I thought that I had, sorry about that, my phone cut out on me because you know how I said I ran out of storage over the weekend and that's why I didn't vlog any? Well, I deleted it all, but then I forgot to delete it out of like the deleted file, so I'm surprised I was able to film as much as I did. Anyways, I thought I had 15 fry in the tank, and I thought I took like half of that. No, I have 15 fry in the tank now. I thought I had like 12 or 13 fry in the tank when I took half to the library, because I took the library like 7 or 8 and I kept the rest. And then when I went to switch everybody from the 10 to the 20 gallon, I had to catch all the fry, which I thought I had done when I took them all to the library, and then I divided them out. Well, I had to catch all the fry, and it turns out there was like 15 of them. So, what was that, like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So she had like 22 fry. 22, 23, something like that. Because I can't remember if I took 7 or 8 to the library. So it's a good thing I took what I did to the library. But anyways, we're going to end this vlog right here. I got to get going and go donate some plasma. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.